Hey there, I'm Mobile Rick, and in this video I want to give you a quick rundown of the essential components you need in order to set up your sales funnel. With a squeeze page, you need a, a free gift that's on a separate thank you page. You're going to need to set up your autoresponder, and all of this is in order to get people from around the web onto your mailing list where that's where basically the money is in the list. That's where the money is to be made in your list. So, in order to do that, what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to set up a system that's something like this. So this is basically just a page that's on my blog, and the way it's going to work is you're going to have some kind of way that people who come to your blog, and in all of the articles on your blog, you could have hundreds of articles on your blog being the top layer of your funnel, people just coming to read informational stuff. And you gradually funnel them towards something like a sidebar link, along with some other links, perhaps ads inside your links. I could take this sales funnel right there, I could turn that into a link, and these will all be pointed to, if I click on that, a squeeze page. So something like this could be different formats. Sometimes they're smaller, sometimes they're bigger. It doesn't matter really, as long as the whole idea is to give them something simple, some simple headlines, some simple information, show them what they're going to get, and say, enter your information here in order to get access. So they enter their information, they click on there, and the next step is they'll be taken to a thank you page. Ideally, actually, they're going to be taken to their email, and in their email they'll open up something, and so if they weren't taken to the thank you page immediately, they'll get a link within there where they'll click on there, and once they do that, they'll make it back to the thank you page. They'll click to download their gift, and automatically opens up a PDF ebook if that's what you offer. So, in order to set up a system like that, so that they come to your website and enter their information and end up on your mailing list, where you can continually send them emails like this every day, every week, whatever it is kind of schedule that you think your audience will be most receptive to. Every time you do that, you can continue to send them emails with new promotions. And I would like to open your mind to the idea, like if you are a standard small business who is just starting out with this idea, you might be completely unfamiliar with the idea of using this sort of format for something other than just sending them your latest promotions. You could be using them to send all kinds of stuff. Send them regular bits of information that will help them use your products. Tell them all the cool things that people can use your products for. Send them maybe videos of people who have successfully used your products, some case histories. You can send them to your blog posts. You can basically, as you collect more and more people in through your system, you can basically have a list of people who you can send wherever you like on the web. It could even be, say that you got 1,000 people on your mailing list. Maybe one day you want to send them to one of your friends. It has some difficulties, and you want to send them some donations. You have a great cause that you want to promote, and you want to send people to send donations to them. You can use it for anything you want once you have a big mailing list of people. So, how do you get that? Well, there's a couple things you're going to need to do in order to set that up. There's three main services that you're going to need. One of them, and I'm going to get back to this other window here, one of them is that you're going to need some web hosting. You're going to need a place to put your files so that you can actually have a mini web page. You might not think that a little squeeze page like the one that I showed you back here, not that, let me get rid of this thing. A little squeeze page like that, just a simple little thing, but this is in fact a web page. It's essentially a little website that you set up, and within this little website you have a couple of very simple pages. This one, you have a thank you page, and underneath those you have a couple other folders that hold your downloads. which your download would be that. You also upload all the graphics that are going to go on the site, such as this is a graphic. So you need to basically set up an entire website, except that it will just be of a very small scale. But you need to set it up exactly as you would with any other website. There's no special thing, even though they're expensive services that you could sign up for. Maybe somebody told you about them. You don't need to do that. You can sign up with your own. You can do this all on your own web server, which you ought to be doing anyway. So in order to do that, you're going to need some web hosting. And I and everybody else on the web, maybe not everybody, maybe not 100%, maybe 90% of people who do professional internet marketing recommend HostGator. And I always recommend them. I've been using them forever, and I've used tons of other ones too, just from the fact that I deal with clients and I have to log into their systems and try to quickly figure out how their system works, and sometimes even deal with their tech support. And I'm telling you, HostGator's tech support is some of the best customer service that I have encountered in any service whatsoever. So, and the prices aren't that bad. Even though there are other services that are very, very cheap, they just aren't as good. They don't offer as good a customer service. They don't pay that much attention to it. And that's going to be really important, especially if you're a beginner. And as you advance, there are going to be things that you need help with, and you're going to need to call somebody or chat with somebody in a few minutes' notice to get them online, help you get your site working again if you screw something up. So HostGator is extremely good at that, and the price is going to run you about $10 a month. You can ignore this because once you go through and get your packages, then you are going to it's going to run you about $10 a month. The next thing that you absolutely need in order to have a website on the web is you're going to need to have a domain. So something.com, or it can be .org, .net, or any of these other cool extensions. And let's go make up something right now. Let's say I wanted to get mobile marketing and .com. So let's go search for that and letting it load. So .com would be available for about $10.69 a year, and there's almost always promo codes. And here's some other prices. Be careful with the low prices. The low prices are usually for the first year, and then they go way, way up. Whereas the .coms, they're consistently the same price every year. So be a little bit careful with that. Namecheap, you can always get promo codes for those as well. And so this is the one that I personally use, though if you want to keep it really simple, you can also get your domain at the same time that you sign up with HostGator. The other thing that you're going to need is an autoresponder. This is the service that's going to automatically send emails to the people who sign up on your list. So in order to create this squeeze page like this, you're going to need to hook this up to an autoresponder. An autoresponder means that it's going to send an email automatically to people as soon as they sign up to your list. But in addition to that, it's going to automatically send a bunch of emails that are set on a calendar. You could have a bunch of emails loaded in there, and they would automatically send that the second email, say 2 days after they signed up, and the next email 2 days after that, and the next one 2 days after that, and you can keep on doing that forever. And the beauty of it is that you never ever, once you set it up once, you don't ever have to touch it again. It will literally be an automatic money-making machine where you know that when you get a bunch of people signed up and you keep on sending them emails over and over, a certain percentage of them are going to continue on to look at your links that you put in the emails. They're going to want to check out any promotions that you have. If you need phone calls, well, eventually those people on your list will warm up so that certain of them will weed themselves out and decide they're not interested. They don't want to look at your emails anymore. They might even unsubscribe, or maybe they just keep on subscribing, and then one day, 2 years later, they say, you know what, I think I finally need this time. Or maybe they tried somebody else in the meantime and decided that didn't work, So they were just waiting around, not knowing what to do, and your email shows up, and then they decide to buy from you. So that's why you get them on the list and have all these automated emails going out to them on a regular basis. If I don't know if you sign up to these lists regularly, and I don't know if you're under the impression, as I was when I first started subscribing to lists online, had the impression that somebody was personally writing emails to me um, every couple of days. And no, that's not what's happening. What's happening is that they wrote all these emails in advance, and they're automatically being sent out to you. You don't ever have to touch emails um, ever again, except for the replies that you get. And usually, just whenever you think of an inspiration, you write a new email and you plug it in someplace in your automated email list, and you don't have to broadcast it to everybody at once. You just plug it in your email into your autoresponder service, and you'll be able to do that. So there's two of these I recommend. Is GetResponse is one, and Aweber is another one. I prefer Aweber. They're a little bit more expensive. Their monthly fee is $19 a month, and GetResponse is $15 a month. Then it might seem a little bit steep for a service, but keep in mind this is such an essential service. All of the money that you make, well, what am I? All of the money. This is really where most of the money is to be made in online business. Is when you can keep sending emails and sending your promotions on a regular basis automatically to your subscribers, and it just keeps your list of subscribers keeps on growing. So the saying is absolutely true in internet marketing, that the money is in the list. So you really should prioritize the service, whichever one you decide is better for you, um, because this is going to be the foundation of your automated business right here within your autoresponder. And however you go about setting up your system so that you can funnel people in from different directions into your squeeze page, into your mailing list. Okay, so below this video, I'm going to put some links to these different services so that you can check them out. And I hope you do. And if you need any more information about these, in terms of, like, I'm kind of giving you a quick overview, really. This is kind of a thing that it took me a long time to learn. And it can get really confusing with lots of little logistics. And that's why I've put together a comprehensive course on how to set up your funnel. And I'm making that available through Fiverr. And here's what you get in the course. Let me see if I can find which tab of my many tabs I have open has that on there. I think it's this one. There it is. So in this course, I have included, I think it's like 2.5 hours of videos going step by step through everything you need to know. So starting from the first one, how to sign up for web hosting, every single step. Lots of advice on how to sign up for HostGator, which options to take, which things you need, which things you don't. And I even give you a coupon code so you can get $9.94 off your first month, which usually brings it down to 1 cent if you have the correct set of options. I'll show you how to set up your domain on Namecheap, and how to hook it up to HostGator. There's certain things that you need to do in terms of transferring the DNS. So I show you how to do that, and though I also advise that it could be much simpler if you just get everything through HostGator when you sign up through them. So I'll go through how to choose your autoresponder, how to choose between Aweber and GetResponse, figure out which features are going to be best match for you. Though I say in general, I prefer Aweber way more. So you'll also get you'll also learn how to step-by-step how to load up your autoresponder messages, how to load it all, your entire funnel in a minute, and edit the files, how to edit the thank you page and add a sidebar link like that, and you're really going to like this. How to create your own really cool banner ad. I also throw in a pack of 5 emails that you can use as a template for your own. And give you the entire funnel that I showed you along with an easy way to edit, and all of this for just $5.